Hey friends, I've been really excited to use the new Iron Banner Scout Rifle. I finally saved up enough Glimmer to be able to afford one focus. So here we go. Hopefully it's a god roll. Okay, so the roll wasn't that good, but maybe the gun looks cool and sounds cool. Aesthetically, yeah, it looks pretty good. Sound test. Oh, it even makes a ding whenever you reload. Now onto the scope. You can see there's some craftsmanship. Wait, what the hell is that? Are you seeing this? Editor, zoom in. What is that? What are we looking at? How am I supposed to hit my target? That was pretty much a reenactment of my very first impressions of this scout rifle. I was like, okay, well the scope's pretty bad, but it's still a scout rifle. It's got to perform good. Then I started using it on controller floating with Dawnblade, and it just simply did not perform. Compared to other weapons, the scout made me feel like I had to be beyond pinpoint, whereas if I just throw on another meta scout rifle, I can pretty much miss and still have it count as a yellow number. Even if the scout does sport subpar performance, it at least brings some unique things to the table, being box breathing on a lightweight for the first time, and skulking wolf on a scout rifle in the energy slot for the first time. I tried box breathing on a knucklehead setup, and it was surprisingly good, but then I had a character live the 3 taps, so I had to do some investigating. So in the background, we see a box breathing scout versus 8, then 9 resilience, and you're gonna notice a pattern. Perfect. Tier 9 survives. I tried about 5 different meta perk combinations on this scout rifle, and there was a commonality between all the rolls that I didn't like, which is that the scout frame desperately craves the range stat. So if you don't get a roll with high range, it's rendered very inconsistent, and then since range is accuracy in a sense, you tack on in-air accuracy penalties and flinch problems, and then the scope on top of those things, good luck hitting your opponent. The background gameplay right now is on controller, trying to float more than I usually do, and really trying to aim and hit my opponent, and you're going to see the gun actively works against me and does not take flinch well at all. I tried a variety of mods. I tried radar booster at first because I was like, it's a scout rifle, I need the radar to be big. Then, because I was getting flinched so much, I went to anti-flinch. Then I thought, well, maybe it's a zoom problem. And then I increased the zoom. Then I decreased the zoom. It just didn't perform under any circumstance. That was until I tried the next high range roll that dropped for me, and suddenly it started becoming a little bit more consistent. But because of all the problems I already listed, I don't really recommend it on controller unless you're doing box breathing knucklehead things with absolute max range. But for all the other controller builds, I think I recommend Jorum's Claw Pulse Rifle or the Point of the Stag Bow to fill a long range energy slot option with Skulking Wolf, so you can pair it with something like Traveler's Chosen or Rat King. Now let's talk about mouse and keyboard. As you can imagine, when I switched to M&K, there was beyond a night and day difference. Suddenly, it started registering. However, compared to Jade Rabbit and its contemporaries, why aim with this scout rifle when you can miss with other scout rifles and have it have even more yellow numbers? If you keep a more grounded playstyle though, you can play this on either input device and it's perfectly usable, especially with kill clip chaining. I think I had a 27-0 game that I didn't record because I had the wrong scene up on my stream. It was a very sad time. But I just want to show you, I put my money where my mouth is with this scout rifle. I don't like it. I think it is below average, maybe one of the worst weapons I've reviewed in terms of fun factor. That even if they fix the scope sway, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to keep 5 versions of this in my vault like I do with Cormill's dagger. Take this clip for instance. So I was aware this wasn't going to perform well on controller, so I tried it on mouse and keyboard, and it was still pretty bad. Noticeably better, but very bad. I'm actually so confident that you need so much range on this roll for it to register shots at a distance that I'm going to delete the 2 rolls that I had. Just save the vault space now. It is that bad of a weapon. Now I kept the PvE roll because this replaces the staccato. So this is my new solar PvE scout. I do like the lightweight frame there, just because you can sprint faster, and a lot of time in PvE, you're just eager edge. Just to show you, I mean business. That one's gone too. It was bad. Before I close out the video, let's talk about the god roll. Very simple here, just max out the range. Since flinch is an issue, I think small bore is your best ranged barrel. Then for the main perk, Lone Wolf. It gives aerial effectiveness, which you need to float, and it's also more aim assist, more yellow numbers. But if you wanted an alternative perk, you can enhance shoot to loot for extra range, killing one after a kill is even more range, and if you're chaining a lot of kills together, heal clip makes sense. For the final perk, I think it's pretty much just box breathing, but if you play sixes, I can attest that kill clip does put in some work, and then if I'm really stretching here, I believe you can 3-tap under some circumstances with an empowering rift. Hope you learned something new in this one. I will see you in the next.